everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Jaguars going up against the Marshalls.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Antonio Marshalls. Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from San Antonio. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sideline.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. In motion left goes Moncrief. Going to give this time to the tailback. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard second down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. James has got it, complete. And now running right through him. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Third down now following the completed pass. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete to Kelsey. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Defense showing blitz. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. chip together here from the D-line. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Fournette. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal from the 8. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. In motion right is Thomas. They're going to look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Thomas will come in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, that's Russell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
In motion right is Thomas. Now they'll run it on the toss. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 38-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. In motion comes the tight end left. He'll drop to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And a gain there of 11 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is knocked down from the side at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
In motion left goes Moncrief. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go.
In motion left goes Moncrief. On 3rd down, it's Russell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're usually going to pick up a holding call.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Six yards to go here on second down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
In motion left goes Moncrief. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. In motion left goes Moncrief. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Leonard Fournette. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To Fournette, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Garoppolo. And Robinson with a big catch. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson from 13 yards out. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shipped together here from the D-line. In motion right is Thomas. Here's Davis now. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Thomas will come in motion right. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
In motion right is Thomas. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
All right, here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Garoppolo now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hassan Ridgeway coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Back now in San Antonio. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Detroit. Back down, Philly, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. In motion left goes Moncrief. Looking to throw. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And on now is the punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. The Jaguars getting set to go. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings that 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This one away by the punter, Dar. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Back to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On the carry, it's Davis. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. In motion right is Thomas. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
He's back to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give him a first down.
Let's go. Blue line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that makes it 14-10. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Jags. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.